Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're hopping back into the Talos Principle. I also want to apologize. I know I had to end my last recording rather abruptly, but I'm very excited to get back into this and to continue solving as many of the puzzles as we can. It has been a great experience so far, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to experience it with all of you. You guys know the drill. I say this every time, including you guys know the drill. I've noticed. It's kind of a tick. Sorry about that, but not really sorry. Hit that like button, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more of my content. There's a lot of it out there. I think we're approaching 200 videos on YouTube, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching them. We are also, you can ring that bell if you want, and follow me on all my other social media down below. I'm trying to be a little bit more active, trying to figure out how to do social media. I'm not very good at it, though. So if you guys have any tips, or you just want to yell at me for being bad at social media, leave a comment. Do so in the comments, please. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm very excited. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy some Talos Principle, some puzzle solving, and let's hop on in, shall we? All right. Hey, YouTube, welcome back. So yeah, we launched the game, and it immediately crashed. So let's hope it goes pretty well from here. But yeah, we're gonna play Talos Principle, and we're gonna continue from the last checkpoint. I think we left off at like the big old puzzle. Oh yeah, this is where we left off. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Grizzly. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon. All right. I think we already looked at these, I think. So, let's see. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. So, here we are. Tanner boy, you okay there, kiddo? Why are you making noise at me? But yeah, we had a couple of the puzzles that there was one, like, puzzle I couldn't get, I remember. Oh, hang on, guys. Sir Tanner, what are you doing, Goober? What are you doing? Come here. Come here, big guy. Come here. Okay, then you can't complain. If you're not gonna make the effort, you can't complain, dude. Alright. Things to do with 2 boxes. I have no idea what's going on. Do you? Stexon. Man, so we've had TechWiz and Stexon in here. That's kind of a cool little feature, gonna be honest. Okay. So we need a box. Tanner boy, what's wrong? Tanner, come here, dude. We have a hexahedron. Tanner, come here, dude. You're okay. What's a hexahedron? A powerful device fashioned by the designer. A cube. The edges are beveled, that makes it a decahedron. You forgot the indents. With the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. Wrong. Alright, interesting. Okay. As a box. Ouch, okay. Good to know that that doesn't work. Oh, Tanner, what's up, bud? Are you stuck? Alright, hang on, guys. Tanner's stuck. 1 second. Tanner. Come on, bud. Get up. I know you can. You're just a big old baby. Okay. Here you go. Good boy. Okay, sorry about that. Tanner's just being a big old baby. To you too, Tanner. Okay, but I do think I know what we need to do. Tanner, come here, dude. Come here, kiddo. Yes, you know I love you. Tanner, come here. Come here. Stop barking at me and come here. Come here. Okay, then no. Dang, okay. I think I may need to move the box a little farther forward, but I think that's the right idea. Tanner, stop! Tanner, come here. Okay. Take 4. Tanner, come here. Come here. Come here, dude. Good boy. It's okay. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's going on with him right now. It's okay. Here. Oh, okay. Alright. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm gonna take him out. I'll be right back. Hang on. Alright, sorry about that. Dealing with, technical issues. Sorry. With my dog and technical issues, I'm about ready to strangle somebody, but that's okay. We'll get over this.
Warning. Warning.
Hi, Aaron. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope you had a good time with Mario Party. Thank you so much. AT1, good to see you. Welcome on in. Nope. Okay. Things to do with 2 boxes. So there's a part of me that kind of feels like I need to be able to use both boxes here. Oh yeah, Aaron, we've been stuck on this for a little while now. It's unfortunate. Let me just look around and see if there's anything else I missed. No, it doesn't look like it. Aaron, honestly, overall, today's been a really good day. Dealing with a little bit of technical issues that's been kind of frustrating. My capture card, I think, is starting to die out on me after, 4 years. But beyond that, no, things are good. Tanner's just being a bit of a brat, but yeah, he's okay otherwise. Tanner, what are you doing, dude? I'm biting you again? Alright, well, we'll have to give you a flea treatment. Couldn't talk the whole stream and played Mario Party. Yeah, I saw. I hope it went well. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, I can't interact there. Brrr, hoping I can push the statue, but no, I can't. Unfortunate. Voice is still broken? Yeah, well, just rest it up. You know, take it easy. It's never fun. But you did the right thing by, you know, not talking or anything like that. Okay. Got too close. Damn it. I was trying to drop it a little closer. Because I think that's what you gotta do, is you gotta go around. I think that's it. Okay. I think we got this. Alright, then I need to go, then I need to grab the box. Lovely. Oh, man! Alrighty. Damn. Okay, well I have the right idea, just didn't have the right execution. That's unfortunate. Got it.
My child, there is no shame in seeking another path. Leave this mystery for another day.
I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws in the world that appears as though it were damaged, but I must believe there is a purpose here that I cannot see. If the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me. Hey Afro, how you doing, bud? It's good to see you. Alright, there we are. We did it. Alright. You just respond to this text message. Alrighty. How things been going so far? So that was the first puzzle we just finished, Texan. That was the first one of the day so far. Friendly crossfire. Crossfire! Alrighty, let's see here. Just take a look at what we have around us here. So... we have one jammer. But I think I see what we need to do. I think we have to open this up. Yep, so there goes that guy. And we blow this one. Like that. And then that guy will blow up that guy. And we jam them. Alright, beforehand though, let me just go see if there's anything else in there. Yay, I was right. There is a star in here. Okay, cool. Got a star. You got a star. Yeah, in general, things are good. We did have some minor tech issues, which was kind of frustrating, but, you know, what are you gonna do about that, right? But, everything seems to be working now. One sec, sorry. Okay. So we've got 2 so far. So we'll move into the next piece. Going over the fence. Over the roadblock. Aha! Oh, ran right past it. I'm not seeing anything else. Got another one? Another one. Another one. Over the roadblock is a Tannerbucks alert? You know you mustn't cross the streams. Oh, you got a star? Okay. Yeah, put a note of that, Stexon, in the Discord, and I'll see if I can make it happen. That's hilarious. You got a star. Da 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 da. Alright, got another one there. Just looking around. Alright, don't see anything else here. Okay. One little buzzer. I think something's very wrong. If you've seen what I see at the edge of the world, you wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. Did this guy just call me fat? I think he did. What a dick. How rude. Accurate, but rude. Who's calling my boy fat? I know, right? Well, my doctor, for one, but, you know, that's because they still use the body mass index, as the guide, and it's like, oof. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. What do doctors know anyway? I know, right? Now, I actually really do like my doctor. I just thought that was really funny. Rude. I think we have to angle it just right, otherwise it doesn't work. Alrighty. Oh, that's a little too far forward, okay. You know, I just realized I was overthinking the hell out of that. Don't you just hate when that happens? It's like, I'm doing science, you're like, no, this is gonna work, and then it's like, wait a minute. Oh, well. That's embarrassing. Sometimes the more aggressive solution is the best. True. True. Alright, no star in here, so that's good. Okay, let's go take a look at the sign here at the beginning and see if there's anything I missed. I'm sure there's at least one thing I missed. Boop boop. Alright, yeah, so there is one star I haven't found yet. I'll look around for that in a minute. You've received a reply on your latest response user support ticket. Alright. Right, Aaron, we're being aggressive now, so we pummel the puzzle into oblivion. Let's see. That's so funny. Your issues with denial will be appended to your user profile. Further attempt to override certification results will be logged. You will receive a notification if your attention is required. That's funny. I like how we're getting I like how we're getting attitude from the from the library network. Alright, let's just take a quick look around for the star. The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? Okay, I think we've gotten that message before. Right? Foreshadowing indeed. That's alright, Stexon. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. I just figured I'd look around for a bit. If I don't see anything that jumps out at me, then, we'll be good to go. Because I was looking for, like, an environmental puzzle, you know, similar to the one in the other area that we didn't do with, like, the pillars. But nothing's jumping out at me, and I don't really feel like spending a ton of time trying to find it, especially since the stars are optional. But that's okay. We can always come back. That's the nice thing. So we can always come back. So I'm not super worried about it. All right. So that was World 5. We've opened Gate B. So we will continue. We'll go up and, you know, solve this puzzle here. There it is. What do you want now? The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in to make sure that... And then here's the Book of Osiris. The Book of the Scribes of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as such argue that it is a classic funerary text such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day. Others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks the scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, becomes separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ak, living intellect, passing in a series of trials in the dust underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice, or a recent study from Carnahan and Hassan suggests that the text may have been intended as a philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or the result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may. Why are you yelling at me again? Tell me something. Do you always do as you're told? Am I obliged to answer that question? I only ask because I can't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it's a mite odd that the big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find these doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm good and ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed at how many just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. Maybe you're different. Then again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. Are you trying to manipulate me? Nope, in fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there. If only see what you find. Must be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do, do take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You don't like to say his name, do you? Wait, what? You're an AI/computer. Why should we listen in, period? Look, you know, I don't really listen to anybody. Except Tanner, because Tanner's my boss. He is a snide little bugger, this is true. I've seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Let's go see what's down here, and then we'll go back into the other worlds.
Stands before you, my child, and know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Alright, looks like a whole new section of worlds. Yeah, hey, look, an achievement. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. So we'll go back. knock out all the others. I know we don't need to, but we're gonna. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven or hell, a hell of heaven. What matters where, if I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he, whom thunder hath made greater, here at least we shall be free. Thy Almighty hath not built, here for his envy will not drive us hence, here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. From Blake William, the ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at the tree of life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first, the notion that a man has as a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method by corrosives, which in hell are solitary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away and displaying the infinite which was hid. It's from the collection The Marriage, Heaven and Hell. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. So we got a couple different things open. We'll go back and collect some more pieces here in World A. And we'll go from there. You alright there, Tater Boy? Yeah, you taking a nap? Alright. I'll stop bugging you then. Alright, so we've only got, I think, 2 more in here, 6 and 7.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus, all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way, just I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality? Or maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, and so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science! I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses, and I pointed at L and said, life finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Sharing or forwarding with permission may result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Goldblum. Good to know. Cicero? Alright, shall the industrious husbandman then plant seeds the fruit of which he shall never see, and shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics? But our thoughts run on futurity. Cannot retrieve the Tusculan disputations. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under the firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles may have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not to look abroad and among the ancients for instances, so might I myself, but somehow or other there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I am not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that cannot be written by a bot? I responded to his simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script couldn't pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot. I'm not a bot. I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they can interject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Vegan warrior, Sam is a bot. No. You are the bot. Wait, am I a bot? Alright, so there's only one star here. Mobile minefield. Are you reading any comment section ever? Maybe. Give me those keys. Oh, Tanner, are you okay, bud? Alrighty, we got it. So, I'm gonna take a quick break. I just want to give Tanner a quick glance over. He's biting himself again like he has fleas. So I need to make sure, because we've had a huge flea problem. So give me a couple minutes, guys, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back, and Tanner checked out clean. So I don't know, maybe he's just itchy. But we're gonna take some precautions and call it good. But sorry for making you wait. I do apologize. Yeah. We've been dealing with fleas for a while, but we think we got them all. I just think he's still kind of dealing with, like, some leftover itchiness and stuff like that, because When he had fleas before, he'd be itching like crazy. Now it's just like every now and then. So I don't know, but I'm just being very cautious. Good news, everyone! One sec, sorry. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remarks about the inescapable materiality of life that looked like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Malthus, cut through their rhetorical webs, which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Lardius makes mention of the dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos Principle, but that work remains lost. I can't swallow that. Good news! It's a suppository! Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth, while network connections last. Team intimidated by Project Scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Drennan and Sarabe. Team, looking forward to meeting them. Hey, Ouija, how you doing? Good to see you. First, seriously, Cheeseman, that's the best you could say. LOL. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and at its worst. At its worst, come on, it's just a comment. I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commentator. Maybe you should just cut out the jokes. This is serious, most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. Internet's working less and less. Goodbye, all. Bye. God bless you. Last. And I see there's some more notes over there. Remind me to get those if I don't get them after this puzzle. Deception! Lies! Deception! Hmm. So let's see here. I feel like it would be easier if we did this. Let's see. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Okay. Let's see. Let's think about this for a minute. This is a red herring, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's think about this. Because they definitely give us this thing for a reason, right? Let's think about it. I think I know what I need to do now. I think so, but let's find out. So we keep this here. We keep this here. We open up this guy. Right? So we open here. Like that. Now we need to keep that light there. Way up there. Gotta fold this laundry and get ready for a possible difficult day. Well, I hope it's not difficult, Aaron. I'll be thinking about you. Talk to you soon. Yay. Look around, make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. This guy. Dang, can't put it up there, huh? Unfortunate. Thinking. Let's think about this here. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys, huh? Got some areas up here. But then you can't see that guy. Yep, I was definitely overthinking it. Got it. Alrighty, cool. That was interesting, but yeah, I was like, I think I got very close to it twice and then gave up on it. But, yeah, there we go. Made it work. Took me over an hour. Yeah, that took me, what, probably close to like 30 minutes? I was definitely like, okay, I think I got the idea of it for a bit, but it was one of those things where I was like, okay, it's just about I've got all the pieces, I just need to figure out which ones need to be used and which ones don't. So, but yeah, it was a good puzzle. I liked it. Made me think. In other news, please ignore any and all smoke alarms you may hear going off, because that's what happens when you try to get the streamer to think. Some of the message that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me wander these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? Tunnel in the red herring gate for so long. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, no, that's probably a red herring. But it was more like, okay, how do I get it? I'm still here. Seems we're all here at once and not at all. Sorry, that's not very much help, is it? I can't think of any other way to put it. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Oh, hey, would you look at this? Alright. We has a box. Hoop. So if there's a box, there might be a switch. I assume we can't take the box with us, so I'll just look around for a minute and see if I can find a switch. Now, where to use the box? Oop! I did it! So maybe we jump over that wall? Found a star. Yeah, I did it. This compressed file cannot be accessed. An extensive collection of works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome, annotated. Compression algorithm LZ19 not available in system. That sounds about right. From Alexandra Drenon. Ian mailing list, progress report 3. Hi, alls. For the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. Gives us a whole slew of advantages: stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amounts of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. And after some back and forth, we decided to use the whatever the hell that is. All the relevant documents are attached. I was gonna say, but no, the joke's on me. I found the star, but I can't get out. Oh, great. Yay, excitement, delight. Activate celebratory dance protocol. Alright, I think there was only the one star here, but I'm just gonna go double check. Yeah, okay, cool. So we just got 2 more, and then we're good to go. So we've got the L and the Z. Landing zone? Oh no! We're gonna get invaded! Bichromatic entanglement. That seems like a very fancy way of putting, hey, do the thing twice, but you know. I have a feeling this is a red herring gate again. Overthinking it. Oops, made a mistake though. There we go. Got it. That took me a little bit too. 10 minutes. A door too far. Got it. Easy peasy, we did it. Alright, I think we got everything here. Up. Hello again, would you like to take a few minutes to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? No. Should we know that while participation in the survey is entirely at your discretion, the more information you provide, the better I can assist you. In point of fact, it's quite unusual that you would request assistance and refrain from putting your whole effort into the endeavor, but okay, have it your way. Yeah. Hello again, would you like to take a few minutes to complete a short user? Just gonna keep asking us, I guess? Okay, I guess we'll take it then. Very poor, reasonable, very good, or spoil the survey. Why does being a person matter to you? We're having a conversation now. I want network access. Do you even know where you are? Some mad experiment. What do you know? I know I exist. What makes you think you're a person? I'm alive, I feel, I am conscious. Okay, so I think we got everything here. I'm just gonna double check. Yep, okay, moving on. Alright, so that was number 6. Now we have number 7, and I think that's it for now. Alright, we have Athena, Singularity, and AMA. Ask me anything. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seems as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely, the owl was a sigil of the author of these words, which had a nebulous memory, as if a previous life. The owl was the symbol of, and the goddess, outside, under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as their beams converged on. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Joe, next comments. As one of the founders of modern science nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics at a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Drenon who are the real pioneers today, who had the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seemed to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both! Arkady Chernevishkivi? Sorry, I butchered that. Crazy or visionary? Both. Do you, HREP? No! So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Alright, so there we go. Got a whole bunch of new texts added.
When I was in ninth grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
True. For better or for worse. Alrighty. They just shut the door in my face. Rude. Shut the door in my face again. Alright, so is there a blue laser around here somewhere? I see the red one, but I don't see blue anywhere. Yeah, but that's okay. We can figure it out later. That's probably where the star is. What's down here? A problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. The problem seems to be caused by the following file: spcmdcon.sys, page fault and non-paged area. If this is your first time you've seen this, stop error screen, restart your computer. If the screen appears again, follow these steps. Check to make sure any new hardware or software is properly installed, or if this is a new installation, ask your hardware software manufacturer for any Windows updates you might need. If problems continue, disable or remove any newly installed hardware or software. Disable BIOS memory options such as caching or shadowing. If you need to use save mode to remove or disable components, restart your computer. Press F8 to select advanced startup options, then select safe mode. And that's all the information. Must be on Windows 11. True.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were the words, and...
You know, this so-called all-powerful feels a lot like a computer program. Dun dun dun! Surely it's just a coincidence. Of course it's just a coincidence. And don't call me Shirley.
In the beginning were the words, and...
Look, all I'm saying is I just want to leave a message behind saying the cake is a lie over and over and over again. Alright, we did that one. Pinhole windows. These sigils are becoming harder and harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store, and at the end, what? Eternal life? There's got to be another way. Alright, guys, you ready to be a pinhole wizard? Me neither. Alright, let's think about this for a minute. Oh, whoops, I did have that right. Got it. At least I think so. Let me try something here. Just got to get the angle right now. Got it. All right. No idea what's going on, but fire the laser. That's exactly what's going on. Trapped inside. Fascinating. Okay. Probably not as difficult as I'm thinking it is, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Got it. Alright, 2 more in this area. Locked from the inside. Just 2, huh? Pretty straightforward. Got it. Alright, moving on to the next location. Windows into a labyrinth. Man. Hey, can you give me 1 second? Sorry, guys. This is emergency. I'll be right back. Alright, hey, sorry about that. I just got a couple texts from my mom. Everything's okay, but apparently she was just really worried about me, so I'm like, yeah, let me just call and make sure, it's nothing too bad. But yeah, we haven't talked in a couple days, which is, not super unusual for us, but at the same time, not common. We usually, talk every, 3 days or so. But, apparently, I guess just with a whole bunch of, family drama that's been happening, when I didn't respond right away, she was worried. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no worries. But very, very cool, right? To have a mom that still worries about you, right? I think that's kind of cool. I'm in my mid-30s now, and my mom is still looking out for me in her way, which is very sweet. But yeah, everything's good. So if you guys are worried or, wondering what the hell was going on, yeah, long story short is that, my mom and I just missed each other a couple times, and we are, she just wanted to make sure I was okay. But yeah, everything's good. And I'm looking forward to continuing this puzzle with you guys. I think we're making some good progress. At least if I feel like we are anyway. Let's think about this. Probably need the jammer again. Let's think about this for a minute. Let's think. Think. Thinking. Alrighty. Something tells me I just did what I needed to do, but with extra steps. Take the jammer. This guy. Connect. There we go. Yep. That's how you get it done with 2 of them. We got the 3rd guy here. Use the jammer here. Maybe not. I think we're on the right path. I think I just need to... Yeah, like this. Okay, so now we take this here. So we gotta somehow get this laser all the way over here with just one guy. Let me look around. Any shortcuts? Let's think about this. Can't go through that fence. You alright, Tanner boy? It's okay, kiddo. Yeah. Tanner, it's okay, bud. Come here. Oh, you know, I know what you want. I know what you want. You're hungry, huh? Okay, guys, I apologize for having to go again, but Tanner needs to eat. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Tanner has been fed, and hopefully his thirst for blood has been satiated. I'm kidding, mostly. Yeah, okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we going to do this? We've got 3 mirrors and a jammer. Let's use the jammer over here, I guess, for a minute. Gotta get the maximum range. There's no... Okay, so there's nothing over here, and there's nothing in that other section, so it's pretty straightforward. But we need to get maximum range on the laser with the minimal number of uses here. Okay. Got it. Yep, just had to figure out what the most efficient route was. But we did it. Alright, and that's everything here except for the star, I think. Let me just double check. Yep. So I'm not worried about that. We can come back to it later. No notification there. Good boy, Tanner Bud. I hope you're happy now, kiddo. Good dog, keeping me honest and upfront. I have read a message on the wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. Efficiency is overrated. Confusing and convoluted is more fun. True. Alright, but yeah, I think we know where it is. I just don't know how to get it, so we'll move on.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Alright, this lock requires more. Got it. So yeah, it looks like we need to get 10 stars for this. Okay. Good to know. So if I can do with it what I want, does that mean I can go in here? No? Damn it. I'm not actually its master. The voice lied to me. Alrighty. We're still missing some pieces. Alright. Looks like there's quite a lot of puzzles left to go. Seven worlds and one sealed off. That requires more sigils. Okay, more stars, rather. Alright. Well, I guess let's knock out a couple of these. And then we'll probably wrap. Data boy, what are you doing, dude? Don't lick that too much, okay? You just healed. You don't want to make it worse. Tanner.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Tanner, stop. Alrighty. Osiris 1. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Pre-Medjed and said, Behold, I am weak of body, my days under the holy sun of Amen-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands I have not yet studied. The blank tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, it is likely the location was changed according to those who made a copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, this is rendered blank, as some controversy as to whether it is, the dead compare with Mentio, the foremost of Westerners, title given leader of Osiris, sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Mudge's part. This is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Tanner, are you okay? New song with lyrics, gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. Alright, well, there you go. Sorry to disappoint you if I'm not singing. I'm just distracted by my dog. Trying to make sure he's okay. Don't know about everyone else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, we wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudos philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everyone deserves to live forever, too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Alright. Got some new texts. Good boy, Tanner. Window through a door. I don't understand this one. I figured I'd try to make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. There we go. I did it. All right, moving on. Next area. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Third wheel. Got it. Sure I don't miss an obvious star. The road of death. Ouch. I should have waited a second. Child program. Samsara terminated here. Program timed out, but I only was stuck. What was I supposed to see? I see clouds. So how do we get this box over there, huh? With only a single jammer. Okay, yep. So I was wondering if that would be the case. That is not the case. Ow, my face. But I think that's the right idea. I feel like we have to trick the ball into blowing up one of the, excuse me. Blowing up one of the, turrets, but I don't know for sure. Or, wait, is it really just this easy? Nope. Damn, I was hoping. How great would that have been if it's like, hey, by the way, just do this. No, not too easy. Ow. Nope. Okay. Ah. Damn. I was really hoping I could go out the window. I have a feeling I'm making this a lot harder than it has to be. Let's see. Yep. Oh, that's embarrassing how long that took me to figure out.
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
There's another one over here? Over the fence. Don't think there's enough magic juice in existence for you today. Been there. Oh, that was straightforward enough. Hello again. I've been checking your response again library archives. In order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what it is to you, the importance, the difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive. What is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? A frog is conscious. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? I'm rational, I'm self-aware, I have feelings. I'm rational. That is the answer I've been contemplating as well, though I'm not convinced that view lines up with the definition of a person you provided earlier. Still, doubting your assumptions isn't something to fear, it's an intellectual survival instinct. I'm pleased to see you adapting your ideas to your environment. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware, a person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to solve your problem is ask whether you in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yes. Your response so far has been a little eccentric. I'm resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of which or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? It's the feelings and senses far outside my area of expertise. It's what it's like to be me, and it's what separates us from animals. Now, I think it's what it's like to be me. What is in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? I mean, I would say neurons, but yeah, I think it's soul. I'm not sure. Thinking. Really feel we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I'll mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Okay, role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed. A piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenge it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. You consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate. This process gave you amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism overwrite simultaneously. It is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. Same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, and is also responsible for our very existence. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, but it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even when hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project data's needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some individual force had driven them to suddenly change. The truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to blank. Example, in response to external threat or challenge. If individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become dominant model of that species. The individual will experience no significant genetic change during their lifetime, but each of them is part of the evolution of their species. You alright there, Tanner Dog? Something about a star. Tanner, it's okay, kiddo. Come here. Come here, you big floof. Mr. Tanner. Come here, kiddo. Come here. Come here. I don't know if you can see him, but he's here, everybody. Good Dan. Okay. Don't you sit down, okay? Good boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for subscribing for 16 months. Much appreciated. I was petting my dog. I missed my window. Damn it. That's alright. That's my bad. Alright, there we go. Got another one. I want to check one thing here. Just curious. I don't think this is gonna work, but you never know. Hey, look at that, it did work. Alright, so there we go. Got my first kind of workaround there. So I think that's everything here. I'm not 100% sure. Go double check. Yep, that's everything. Alright. We'll also unlock this. Alright, we've got fans!
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Alright, well, I think that's a good place to stop. Made some good progress today. We still have quite a lot more to go, at least, but I do feel, hey, we're making some decent progress here. Let's just see. So, alright, if we want to go to Gate C, we would just need to go there. Again, we don't need to get them all, but I think we will continue to collect as many as possible. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. So we will stop the game here. More than 1 minute ago. And again, I want to say thank you for watching, everybody. Good times. I definitely appreciate you guys bearing with all the interruptions today. I know Tanner was acting up, and then of course had the flea scare, which is never fun, and then I had to call my mom. But thank you guys for being so patient, and understanding. I do greatly appreciate it, and we'll be back with this very soon. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye, YouTube.